Right guys, as you can see, we are here for my highlights of the AOR PS4 Tier 1 round number 3 here for the Bahrain Grand Prix, and getting straight into qualifying here. You can see there's quite a big queue of cars waiting to start their lap and get in a gap, obviously to not get held up in their lap. And heading into this race, obviously the game got updated, so that's why there's a few livery changes, and hopefully the whole multiplayer experience on the game will be a lot better. But you can see here, getting backed up and actually almost making contact with Big C, who goes straight past me there, trying to find a gap himself. So we're going to have to back out just a bit more, trying to set up for my first lap here in qualifying, and now accelerating. And yeah, after the last race coming first at China, it took quite a while to actually get over what had happened, and I still couldn't believe it even at this stage. But getting into the lap now, and I was hoping to qualify in the top 10 because I felt like my pace in the race was pretty good. My qualifying not so good, but I'm really just looking forward to the tracks in the European season, like the old classic tracks, as I've said quite a few times now, which I really like. But you can see here that we've gone in deep and my lap hasn't really been too great so far, but we're about to head into the third sector and heading round this left-hander here. Want to be trying to hit the apex there, but we missed it again, so not the greatest start to lap. And in practice I was doing around 128.3, so to get around there should hopefully put us in the top 10, but let's wait and see what we can do in this first run. So heading towards the final corner, you want to be taking quite a bit of curb into this corner, as you can see, and now heading down the pit straight, getting a massive snap of oversteer as well, costing us even more time. So opening DRS and across the line, and it's not a great time, to be honest, and I knew I could definitely improve on that in the final part of the session. My car setup for this race was pretty good. It wasn't perfect, but I just seemed to be on this game not as good on the tyre wear as I was in F1 2016. But you can see getting into my second run and making quite a big mistake there, and that's going to cost me around 0.3 of a second. So I was quite lucky that I fueled the car up to do 2 laps in case I made a mistake like that. So you can see getting into my lap, not long left of qualifying, so it's all or nothing here on this last lap. And you can see we're currently in well, we've just gone up to P13, but I don't want to be starting there. I want to be starting in the top 10. So getting into the lap, breaking the 100-meter board here. You don't want to hit that curb on the inside, but you want to get as good exit as possible out of here. Short shifting up the gears to avoid the wheel spin, and now heading down this straight, no DRS down here. And for the next corner we want to be going into the 4th gear, braking just after the 100-meter board, hitting the curb quite hard there. Bit of oversteer on the exit, but you can see on Delta we are up on our time at the moment, so we've just got to keep this up. As you can see, quite a few cars are now backing out, obviously because they've done their laps, as we lock up into the hairpin 3rd gear around there, up to 4th, now 5th, and now heading to what I find one of the most difficult corners on F1 2017. It's so easy to lock a left front, as you can see through there, and I went wide on my first lap, as you would have seen, and luckily we've got it pretty good on that lap. So now heading into this 90-degree left-hander, hitting the apex pretty nicely there, and yeah, the lap's looking hopefully good enough for a top 10. But you can see on the leaderboard we're now in P17, so we have to do a decent last sector here, and still up on the delta by quite a bit. So we obviously gained quite a bit of time from turn 1 where I made that big error on my last lap, but taking the final corner pretty well, no oversteer this time, and heading towards the line, opening DRS as early as you can now, and across the line we go P14, which was okay because to be honest I was kind of hoping I'd start around 11th to start on the soft tyres, because although super softs are obviously going to be quick for the first few laps of the race, I feel if you want to do a one-stop round here you can do super softs, but softs are the more comfortable option, more consistent option for the first stint. So I was definitely feeling hopeful for hopefully a top 6, maybe higher, and hopefully just scoring some consistent points from now on. But 5 red lights and lights out, and away we go for round 3 of AOR season 14. And you can see heading towards turn 1, yeah, I'm sure many of you guys have seen that already, but we got the penalty for that, and yeah, Codemasters obviously haven't sorted out their penalty system, but that involved around 6 or 7 cars I believe, and we're in P19 out of 19 because RC Alonso is out of the race. We've lost our front wing, and that's pretty much our race over from here. So yeah, we're not going to be scoring points from here. Like at this stage I was tempted to just press retire, because obviously with no safety car at the moment, because still it's not working well enough for league racing. I knew there's pretty much no chance of me getting back into it with a one stop race as well. So from here I was just going to sort of treat it like a bit of a test session, just see like if I could possibly get the fastest lap, try and get something out of this race. But you can see the amount of cars here with damage is already getting a warning for exceeding track limits. But David Greco, H Racing Green, RC Alonso, and I don't remember the other people involved, but yeah, it was pretty shocking. I don't think it was anyone's fault really, it was just a bit of a racing incident. You can see my second 5-second penalty of the season so far, and both of them haven't been my fault. But putting on the super soft tyres, and you can't do, well, you can do a 1 stop from here, but overall it's going to be a 2 stop. So yeah, our race is over, and you just got to focus on, well, there's a 3-week break till Russia, and then from there I just want to hopefully get consistent top 5s, because China in the wet wasn't a fluke win. I definitely feel like in the wet races I can win, and then in the dry races I just want to be consistent top 5, and then hopefully being able to fight for a decent result in the championship. But so far, as you can see, already getting another warning for exceeding track limits. But in each race so far I haven't actually had any battles really, like Australia kind of driving on my own after the penalty, China driving on my own out front, and then here taken out within 5 seconds. So pretty disappointing, and we have 3 weeks to wait until the next race, which is Russia. But I'm going to be changing my force feedback settings for the next race, so hopefully that will make me quite a bit quicker. So just got to wait and see what happens in the next stage of the championship. Looking forward mainly to the European season, and you can see crossing the line now, we set the fastest lap of the race, and yes, we are on super soft tyres, but so were the guys out front at this stage, and we set the fastest lap by quite some distance, and yeah, that makes it even more frustrating. But I was on mediums for quite a while after that, and then I realised, yeah, I'm not going to go any higher up than 15th place, so I just pitted for the banter to go on to super soft tyres and set fastest lap of the race, so just to try and get something out of the race. But these tyres are a bit worn, but I was just going to save a bit of fuel and go for fast lap and then retire, because yeah, there's nothing we can gain out of the rest of this race, seeing as there's no chance to get back into it. So here is my fastest lap of the race, and there was quite a big battle towards the end of the race, because I did watch the race from spectator mode after I retired, which was from 4th to about 8th, and I felt if I'd not obviously been involved in the crash, I feel that we could have been involved in that battle for some decent points, but it wasn't to be, and once again the luck wasn't there for us. But I definitely, the one race I've had no luck so far in league racing on this game has been AOR China, and took the victory there. But I don't expect to take victory in every race, of course, when I don't have luck. I just want to be in the fight for consistent points and see where we can finish overall in the championship. I don't think we're going to be in the fight for winning it, but to be honest I never expected to be able to. And you can see just pushing as hard as possible, trying to set a very fast lap that hopefully no one can beat. But it actually turned out that it did get beaten in the end, so this race was a massive anticlimax, because I did do quite a bit of practice for this race, because it's not one of my strongest tracks, and neither's Russia. I absolutely hate Russia, which is the next track, but just got to wait and see what we can do around there. Hopefully there'll be a bit of rain around there, but yeah, decent lap this has been, and I'm just going to retire after it. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed watching my league racing so far on F1 2017. I hope you're enjoying the game as well, and let me know if you guys are doing any league racing and how's it going for you as well. So crossing line to set fast lap, which actually got beaten on the next lap after I retired. So you can see, going to go into the menus now, and we're going to retire. So I hope you have enjoyed. Leave a like if you have, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will see you very soon for whatever my next video may be. Goodbye.